In today's video, we're going to be looking at 10 of the most disturbing school bus videos. Let's get right into it. An incident in Harris County involving a school bus rolling over led to rumors of a student being trapped inside. Fortunately, the school district confirmed that no students were trapped. However, the bus driver and 14 of the 50 students on board were taken to the hospital shortly after the incident to get checked. The dramatic footage shows the bus driver swerving to avoid an oncoming car and ending up in a ditch. The driver is obviously very shaken up and is trying to keep her composure as she is talking to the students to calm them down. The students are also understandably distressed in this footage. Most of the students were picked up by their parents shortly after the incident, and luckily none of them suffered any serious injuries. While the accident was undoubtedly frightening for all involved, it could have definitely resulted in more serious injuries. The bus driver's quick reaction possibly prevented a more severe outcome. In Guilford, New Hampshire, a young boy's attempt to cross the street to board his school bus nearly ended in disaster when a speeding car came dangerously close to hitting him. This terrifying incident was captured on video, bringing attention to the recklessness of some drivers who disregard the safety of others. We've all encountered drivers who exhibit such dangerous behavior, showing little regard for anyone's well-being. The video footage shows just how narrowly the boy avoided what could have been a tragic incident, highlighting the importance of looking at both sides of the road before crossing it. At the time the video was recorded, the Guilford police were actively seeking to identify the driver responsible for this near tragedy. It remains uncertain if the driver was ever found or held accountable for their dangerous behavior. In Alfred, New York, bus driver Martha Thompson was sentenced to 90 days in jail after being caught driving under the influence. The incident recorded on video showed Thompson driving erratically with 37 students on board, speeding at 70 miles per hour, hitting a mailbox, and even rolling backward down a hill. Despite the students' urgent pleas to stop and concerns for their safety, Thompson just kept ignoring them.
Stop, please, go. Put on the brakes! Guys, stop screaming!
In a desperate attempt to protect the younger children, the older students used the emergency exit to leave the bus when Thompson refused to open the door. Thompson's lawyer claimed she never intended to endanger the children and noted that she has no prior criminal history. This situation has prompted her to seek help, the lawyer said. Her blood alcohol level was 0.15%, significantly over the legal limits. For commercial drivers, a BAC of 0.04% can lead to a DUI or DWI charge. Thankfully, no children were harmed in this terrifying incident. A video from northern Bogota has sparked a lot of theories with claims of paranormal activity involving a yellow bus. The footage shows the bus parked on a hill with the driver standing outside. Suddenly, the bus starts moving in reverse all on its own without the driver. While one might expect the bus to move downhill or forward if it weren't properly parked, it seemed to instead be moving backwards slowly up a small slope. A dog barks nearby, seemingly reacting to the strange occurrence. The bus continues its backward journey, eventually ending up in a garden a few meters away from where it was initially parked. As two dogs bark and draw attention, a driver runs from across the street to stop the moving bus. The video concludes with a crowd gathering around, puzzled by the situation. Although several theories have been proposed, including paranormal explanations, the exact cause remains unclear. This unexplained event continues to spark curiosity and speculation about what really happened and how that yellow bus managed to move all on its own in such a calculated way. During a routine bus ride at Manford Public School, 6-year-old Cameron began choking on a coin, prompting an immediate heroic reaction from the driver, Ginger Maxwell. Maxwell, who also assists as a special needs teacher, initially thought Cameron was just trolling, but when Cameron's sister alerted Maxwell that he had swallowed a coin, the seriousness of the situation became clear.
Come here. Okay, it's okay. You're throwing up. At least maybe you're throwing up.
Maxwell noticed Cameron struggling to breathe and his face turning red. Without hesitation, she pulled over, stopped the bus, and jumped out the driver's seat. Maxwell quickly moved Cameron out of his seat and began administering the Heimlich maneuver, pressing firmly on his abdomen. Fortunately, Cameron coughed up the coin, which fell to the floor. The whole incident was captured on the bus's surveillance camera. Cameron asked to keep the coin, which Maxwell allowed, as long as he promised not to put it in his mouth again. In Arizona, a school bus driver reached his breaking point with misbehaving students. Frustrated, he stood up and shouted at the kids, refusing to let them leave the bus. The entire incident was captured on the bus's dashcam, revealing a tense and unsettling scene. Outside, worried parents actually gathered, alarmed by the commotion. One parent tried to force open the doors, while another banged on the bus's side. Despite this, the driver didn't care and returned back to his seat and drove away with the children still on board. "I am not letting anybody off until you listen to what I have to say," he declared, emphasizing that the longer they remained, the angrier their parents would become at them later. Terrified for their children's safety, parents quickly contacted the police. The bus driver eventually returned the children to the school, where police officers were waiting. He was promptly arrested shortly after. Highway 87, running near Rapid City, South Dakota, and through Custer State Park, has rightfully earned its reputation for danger. Known for its extremely narrow, single-lane roads, heart-stopping twists and turns, and the infamous needles, these narrow granite tunnels present a daunting challenge for even the most experienced drivers. These tunnels, carved by blasting through mountains, result in sheer rock walls on both sides of the road. Despite the risk, some daring bus drivers attempt the seemingly impossible feat of guiding their large buses through these claustrophobic passages. The courage and skill required to navigate such a treacherous route are nothing short of extraordinary. Yet with incredible precision and nerves of steel, the driver in this video managed to steer through the granite gauntlets. Inch by inch, he navigated the bus through the tunnel, ultimately succeeding with only inches to spare on either side. In Dallas County, a bus driver faced a grave situation when tasked with transporting students to their middle school. Janet Pitts failed in her duty to ensure a safe ride and shockingly was caught on video physically assaulting one of the students. Xavier, a student with bipolar disorder and special needs, began exhibiting destructive behavior while on the bus. Normally, a bus monitor would be present to assist with managing such situations, but there was none on the bus at this time. This allowed Xavier to roam freely, verbally abusing other students and causing a disturbance. While attempting to handle the situation, Pitt's approach turned alarming. She threatened to stop the bus and come get Xavier, even threatening physical violence. Eventually, she did stop the bus, but what followed was far worse than anyone could have anticipated.
Don't do that no more, girl! Did you hear me? Don't do that no more!
Pitts proceeded to choke the young boy in the back of the bus, and it was captured on footage. Xavier's family remained unaware of the incident until they were informed by News 8. Although Pitts was initially fired, she was reinstated after an appeal. Seventh grader Jeremy Woodstick demonstrated remarkable bravery when he took control of a school bus after the driver passed out. During the drive, the bus driver suddenly began to flail his arms and struggle to breathe. As the bus veered uncontrollably, the driver lost consciousness. With no time to waste, Jeremy quickly assessed the situation and grabbed the steering wheel, skillfully guiding the bus to a safe stop. His quick thinking ensured the safety of his 15 classmates and others on the road. By this time, police had already been alerted and they would arrive at the scene to find Jeremy safely parked near their school. While Jeremy was widely praised for his heroic actions, he downplayed the attention, saying that he was merely acting on instinct during the chaos situation. His bravery and quick thinking under pressure were instrumental in averting what could have been a serious disaster. Heavy rain can often bring more than just a minor inconvenience. It can turn deadly. In 2001, near Waco, Texas, such a situation unfolded when Childress Creek transformed from a tranquil stream into a powerful raging river. The floodwaters became so intense that they trapped a school bus attempting to cross. Inside the bus were 3 young students. As the water surged, the bus wasn't able to move and started to fill with water. The driver sent an emergency message saying that the bus had come to a stop but was rapidly being engulfed by the flood. With no easy escape route and the floodwater still rising, a Black Hawk rescue helicopter was dispatched to the scene. After a series of challenging attempts to lower a rescuer into the bus, the strong winds made it difficult. Eventually, Private Brent Town managed to secure himself to the top of the bus and began the rescue operation. Despite the turbulence, Private Town managed to successfully rescue all 3 students, all while fearing the bus might be swept away. Fortunately, the bus held firm, and after 3 agonizing hours, the rescue operation, filled with suspense and danger, ended successfully. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for weekly top 10 videos. Also, let me know in the comments which one of these school bus videos you found the most scary and disturbing. And also make sure to check out these videos right here for more top 10 videos.